Hello, this is Åsa with another process video. This one is with a little bit of summer. The two photos here are taken this summer when we went to visit my mom, who lives in a small village in the southern Sweden, and the best part with that place is that there is a wonderful archipelago outside this village, and I'm pretty much raised there. We have always had boats when I grew up, and the summertime meant spending a lot of time in the boat and on all the small islands outside Loftahammar, where she lives, where we lived when I was a kid. When my dad died in 2005, I thought I'd never go in a boat again, because I'm not a boat owner myself, and we don't live so that we can have a boat, and I was pretty much sure that I would never be able to go into the archipelago again. But my mother has met another man, a new man, and he has a boat. That's pretty wonderful. So I have been out in the archipelago and watching all the old spots where I used to play when I was a kid. I've seen them again, and this summer we went past one of our favorite spots where we used to hang out a lot when I was a kid, and I got to take a photo of my old favorite bathing spot in the whole world. This is a small island. It doesn't have a name on the charts or anything, but in people's mouth around where Mom lives, it's called the Elephant, and I have no clue why, but that's the name. It's called the Elephant, and I loved to see it again and to relive some of the memories I have from there. And this photo of me wasn't taken at this exact spot, but during the same boat trip, and I managed to get the horizon pretty much right, so that the two photos fit together, but it doesn't actually look like that in real life, but that doesn't matter. I taped the photos together and put them on a striped red and white paper. The background is one of those old pattern papers that I have treated with gesso, and then I have a pile of those laying around so that I can use them as backgrounds. And in this layout, I think the contrast between this crisp white and red paper and the shabby background gives the picture of what life in the boat can be like. You have this clean and shining boat which you have been scrubbing and polishing the whole spring, and then you go visit places where weatherwood and stone and nature set the color scheme. So the contrast here is really what I was looking for. The red and white represents the cleanness and the tidiness of boating, and the background and the washi tape get to represent the other part, the nature and the weathered feel. I die cut with my quick cuts the word the elephant in black, and then I leave space for some other titling above. The Viewmaster reels are from a die cut pack, and I love them. They are so adorable and make such a great piece of embellishment without taking up too much space and too much it doesn't take up room for your eye. And then I bring out my favorite alphas, the Jelly Bean ones, this time in red, to spell out the word back. I had a small die-cut elephant that just needed to go on this page, and behind the Viewmaster reels I also added small 2x2 cards with pieces of maps. They kind of reminded me of the charts that you use when you're on a boat, and I put those behind the Viewmaster reels, both at the bottom and at the top. We have a special kind of freedom law here in Sweden, legislation, that allows us to go wherever we want to in the nature, in the woods and in the archipelago, as long as we don't disturb anything or break anything, and we don't go close to homes or houses and so that this is pretty much wonderful, because you can visit all these tiny islands without any special permission or permits, and you can spend the whole day there, and you can stay the night anchored at these islands, and no one will ever have anything to say about it, because it's actually allowed, and there are thousands of small islands in this area, and it never gets full. so it's an enormous wonderful feeling of freedom, and I love it. That also means that we can pick berries and mushrooms in the forest when it's fall, and we can enjoy this freedom at many times of the year in many places. I finish off the layout with some cork embellishments and an arrow pointing out the actual spot where we used to anchor, and now the layout is finished or done back at the elephant. So this was kind of sentimental for me, and it was important to get this picture into the album. So this is Åsa. Take care until we see again. Bye bye.